Whether you're new or you've been in business for a while, implement this strategy. You're going to be able to take your business to the next level. And I'm talking about in terms of revenue, and not just revenue, but growth as well. And in today's video, what we're going to talk about is the importance of having a value ladder. And a value ladder is just basically a set of products or services that you offer that each hold higher and higher values. You know, just for example, my lowest ticket is going to be an ebook, all the way up to my personal mastermind group, which I have both. I'm excited to talk to you guys about it and just the difference of processes and the mindset and the whole entire system. So now I'm going to talk about the steps that are in each one of the things. So mine is going to have 5 steps, 5 different steps along the ladder. Depending on the business and depending on the person, one can have more, one can have less. But I like to go off of the 5, and this is what I'm going to teach you guys how to do for yourself. So the first one that we're going to do is the lowest one. Is going to be an ebook. And an ebook can be created literally in one day. I mean, nowadays there's AI systems that will write books for you. There's one called designer.com. There's another one that you can use, if you haven't already, is ChatGPT. You can literally go into ChatGPT and have it write out a whole book. You just have to be specific to what you're going for, specific to what tasks you want it to do. You may have to do it page by page or chapter by chapter, but nonetheless, you can get an ebook written in one day and then just get it to a PDF form, set up a link to have people download it. You could sell it. Like I said, this is a great way for a lead magnet. A lot of people like to buy ebooks, especially because they're super cheap. And one thing where people really mess up is when they create their ebook, you might as well get the audio version of it created as well, because you can upsell that for $5. Let's say someone's going to go and purchase my ebook for $10, but not a lot of people can sit there and read a book. Although they know the information in there is great, for $10 it's a win. Being able to listen to it on audio for an extra $5 is going to make a difference, because that's something that they'll actually do. That's the first thing. And another way of getting the ebook is created is voice record. You know, you can write it out, you can do a voice recording, a video recording, whatever. You can take those transcriptions and give it to a freelancer on somewhere like Fiverr or Upwork and pay them to format a new ebook for you. They can create the cover, they can pick the font, format the entire book. So there's multiple ways about getting this created, and literally, like I said, it could be done as soon as one day. But now we're going to go to the next thing. So the next thing up is, once you get that ebook, what's the next thing that we want to get people into? The next thing is going to be our subscription-based model or our subscription-based community. So for me, what I'm doing with you guys is, whether you got in on my ebook or a course or whatever, I'm looking to get everybody into my community, because this is where I'll charge anywhere from, let's say, $50 to $500 for people to be in here. And inside of this subscription-based community, I'm going to be having weekly meetings, like weekly coaching calls. Let's call them 60 minutes a week. Everybody who's subscribed and paying my monthly fee can jump on those calls to ask me any questions at any point. That's a way to get one-on-one coaching without having to pay the top tier prices. Another great thing about it is they'll have access to all of my courses, all of my videos that I put out, any documents that I have for them, any types of plays or anything that I feel like putting out into my community that I feel like will help them win and evolve. I put it out into my community. They have access to it right then, right when it's uploaded. They usually will put something out, and they have access to not just me, but to each other. What you'll realize is, when you get into groups like this, it takes you to another level, not just personally, but in your business, because you're starting to get perspective and get ideas and visions from other people that you probably normally wouldn't have generated for yourself. So that's a great thing about having a subscription-based community. So from there, what we do, the next thing would be is to create your course. And the course is the chunk, like the main thing on the dish. They're a little saturated nowadays, and pricing. You know, so many people are putting out courses, so depending on how much value you believe your course has, pricing is going to be up to you. But for me personally, what I suggest that you charge for a course is anywhere from, you could dip down under $250. I probably wouldn't, just because I know my courses are valuable. I know the information that I'm putting out, if implemented correctly, can change someone's life. To do that for $500, I mean, that's a steal. So you can start out as low as $500 and go all the way up to $5,000 for a course. I mean, some people have courses that are even more, but we're not worried about that. We're not trying to be unrealistic. Right now, my course is $500. I think it's a great entry point just to get people in, because that's, like I said, in the value ladder, this is right in the middle. So the 2 under is, you know, subscription community for, let's say, $50 a month or $100 a month to an ebook. But now, right here in the middle, we have 2 more steps going up. And so there's people who have a course. Just like, you know, you can go through a course, but if you don't have direct access to somebody, you may not get yourself through it like you thought you would, or you may not understand it or grasp it like you thought. And so from there, my next upsell on my value ladder is going to be my mentorship. This is one-on-one coaching. This is, I come once a week. We work together for 60 minutes every single week to set goals, set objectives. I get to analyze the steps that you've taken and where you've gotten, and we get to just make moves on a weekly basis. This is one of the best models for people for personal growth if you're trying to do it fast. Communities are great, and you can scale fast and you can grow fast in that too, but when you have direct access to a coach, it changes the game. Like, trust me, I go out, I'll spend $100,000 on my coach a year just to have access, but that money is making me a lot more money because I'm paying for knowledge that I can apply to myself and put into action. That was number 4 on the value ladder. Last thing that we can offer, or that I offer, is a mastermind group. And this is an event that maybe you grow once a year. You rent out a big resort, or you rent out some type of venue. You know, you can throw a weekend event, whatever, you know, it could be bigger or smaller. And sometimes these events can generate anywhere from, say, $10,000 to $25,000 for a weekend. But inside of here, it's when you get all of the people inside of your master group. So all of the big money makers and shakers and people who are serious pay to come and be here. You put on a workshop for a weekend, serve food, you do all this great stuff to make this event just memorable and exciting to be at. You know, that one's not so much, but those are the bigger tickets. Like, trust me, like if you got 10 people signed up to your mastermind event at $25,000 pop, that's $250K for one weekend out of the year. I mean, of course, more comes with that on the back end, like maybe full access to you and a year's worth of coaching as well on top of that. But nonetheless, like, these are the numbers that are possible. It's not far-fetched to go and hit those numbers. It really isn't. If you haven't done it yet, you may think it is, but I'm here to tell you, just it's slow and steady. It's implementing this stuff, testing and growing, continuously. It takes up to 5 years to like get to that point, maybe even 10, but wouldn't it be worth it? It would. So till then, we're gonna see you guys in the next video where I'm gonna start actually breaking down more in depth of all of these steps on the value ladder. I'm gonna actually go out and start showing you guys a little bit more of the creation side of things. And so we'll see you in the next videos. Peace.